Taylor Swift has always been a master of storytelling, but with the fate of Ophelia, the lead single from her new album The Life of a Showgirl she's outdone herself. This isn't just another breakup ballad or an ode to girlhood. It's a sweeping, cinematic declaration of love, vulnerability, and redemption. At its core is a love story that feels too epic to be real, except it is, and fans have watched every moment unfold in public. The song lays bare Swift's journey from isolation to triumph, and it's all thanks to her fiancé, NFL superstar Travis Kelce. In the lyrics, she credits Kelce with rescuing her from a Shakespearean fate as tragic as Ophelia's in Hamlet. But instead of a tale of heartbreak and madness, Swift's story is one of hope, healing, and happily ever after. From the very first verse, the fate of Ophelia is a gut punch. Swift opens with a line that's both intimate and cinematic. "I heard you calling on the microphone, you want to see me all alone." It's a direct nod to Kelce's now famous podcast admission in July 2023, when he boldly declared he wanted to meet her. That moment set off a chain reaction. A year of secret dates, stolen moments, and finally, an engagement that made headlines around the world. As the song unfolds, Swift pulls the listener into her world of late-night longing and self-doubt. "And if you never called me, I might have drowned in melancholy," she confesses, her voice trembling with gratitude and relief. It's a vulnerability that feels new, even for an artist who's built her career on raw emotion. Throughout the ballad, Swift thanks Kelce for saving her from a year of loneliness spent in her tower, a poetic reference to the isolation she felt at the height of her fame. She describes Kelce as the man who pulled her from darkness, giving her the kind of devotion that could rewrite even the most harrowing Shakespearean ending. "All that time I was moaning my tale, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. Late one night, you, babe, one night took me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia," she sings. It's a direct challenge to Ophelia's tragic arc in Hamlet, where love leads not to salvation but to ruin. Swift flips the script, reframing her own narrative as one where true love not only survives but conquers. This isn't the first time Swift has rewritten a classic tragedy. Her 2008 hit Love Story famously gave Romeo and Juliet a happy ending, and The Fate of Ophelia continues that tradition. But this time, the stakes feel higher, the emotions more intense. Maybe that's because, for the first time, Swift is singing not about a fantasy, but about her real-life romance with Kelce. Their whirlwind love story began when Kelce admitted on his New Heights podcast that he wanted to meet her. What followed was a series of secret rendezvous, public sightings, and eventually, a romantic garden proposal in August 2025. Suddenly, Swift's life felt less like a cautionary tale and more like a fairy tale in progress. Fans, ever the detectives, have dissected every lyric, searching for clues about the couple's private world. Some speculate that Swift also takes aim at industry rivals, but the overwhelming consensus is that this is her most personal album yet. The Life of a Showgirl isn't just a love letter to Kelce. It marks a seismic shift in Swift's career. For the first time in over a decade, she's parted ways with longtime collaborator Jack Antonoff, instead teaming up with pop powerhouses Max Martin and Shellback. The result? A record that pairs Swift's razor-sharp storytelling with a high-gloss production of chart-topping hits. But the changes aren't just sonic. Swift has embraced a daring new visual aesthetic, channeling a sultry Vegas showgirl for the album's imagery. The title itself was inspired by her experience juggling a record-breaking world tour with late-night studio sessions in Sweden. "I would do like 3 shows in a row, have 3 days off, fly to Sweden, go back to tour. I was physically exhausted but so mentally stimulated," she recalled on the New Heights podcast. "I was just so excited to be creating." The anticipation for The Life of a Showgirl reached a fever pitch when Swift announced a special theatrical release party for the album. The event, set to play in 540 AMC theaters across the country, features the exclusive world premiere of The Fate of Ophelia music video, behind-the-scenes footage, lyric videos, and personal insights from Swift herself. Within 24 hours, pre-sale tickets raked in $15 million, proof that Swift's star power has never been stronger. Rumors swirled when it was revealed that only 5 people had been granted access to the album before its release. Kelce, Swift's legendary publicist Tree Payne, an unidentified studio engineer, and of course, Max Martin and Shellback. Kelce, for his part, has been Swift's biggest cheerleader. I know she mentioned that it's going to be a lot more pop beats, but it's just still so poetic in her melodies and her references and stuff, he gushed on New Heights. It's just so much fun to listen to. His favorite track, Ophelia, a song that fans are already speculating is about the sparkling ring he gave her during his romantic proposal. Swift and Kelce's romance isn't just confined to the studio or stage. The couple was recently spotted at Kelce's new 1587 Prime Steakhouse in Kansas City, a restaurant he opened with Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The venue is a love letter to the city, with neon lights, vintage vibes, and a cocktail named after Swift's hit song, The Alchemy. For Kelce, opening the restaurant is just another way to give back to the community that embraced him. It's just another thing that we want to bring to Kansas City to be able to show our appreciation for the city, knowing how much they love their food and how much they love their football, he shared. In interviews, Swift has been candid about the album's inspiration. It feels like kind of energetically how my life has felt, she explained. This album is about what was going on behind the scenes in my inner life during the Eras tour, which was so exuberant and electric and vibrant. Collaborating with Max Martin and Shellback was, in her words, really special. The pressure to deliver her best work was immense, but Swift thrived under it. I also know the pressure I'm putting on this record by saying that, but I don't care because I love it that much. With the release of her 12th studio album and a wedding on the horizon, Swift is entering a new chapter. According to those close to the couple, wedding planning is still in its early stages. There's no venue or date yet, but Swift is having a blast brainstorming ideas and locations. She's in the ideation phase and enjoying it because she's so creative, an insider revealed. And with Kelce by her side, it's clear that Swift is relishing every moment. This isn't just another album cycle or tabloid romance. It's the kind of love story that will be dissected and celebrated for years to come. With the life of a showgirl Taylor Swift has given her fans, and herself, a new fairy tale. Instead of drowning in melancholy, she's chosen joy, partnership, and the possibility of a happy ending. As the world listens to the fate of Ophelia and wonders what comes next, one thing is certain. Taylor Swift isn't just rewriting her own story. She's inspiring a generation to believe in love's power to save, transform, and rewrite even the most tragic fates. And if that's not the ultimate showgirl move, what is?
So the photo shoot that we did with Mert and Marcus was so extraordinary, and I was so happy with it that I just wanted the fans to have as many images